What is going on, everybody? So, running a little late today. Um, I was trying to run my new mic, and let's see if I can get in here. I got the new Rode mic, really nice, but for some reason, when I was going um, live with uh, with the mic, it wasn't registering. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Give me, I'm just checking this out. Hold on. It wasn't registering on StreamYard for some reason. I don't know what was going on. Um, I could hear it through my headset, but it wasn't. StreamYard wasn't picking it up on the microphone meter. So I don't know what was going on. I just got this today, and I was hoping um, to try it out, but it's not working. So I switched back to the headset and see if maybe later on I can figure out why it's not working. Um, all right, guys. So this is part two of retro toys. We're going to be talking about retro toys. The last episode we talked about the topic, and I shared a few things. I think the rock board. Some of the guys were like, "Oh, I remember that stuff. That was pretty crazy." Um, so bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. I'm just checking this out. So whenever you see me looking outside, I'm looking at my mixer because I'm still trying to figure it out. Um, bada boom, bada bing. All right, that's like the original sound right there. I think I'll stick with that for now. Then we got bada boom. Don't have the echo. So let's see what we got. Let's dive in here because we're running a little late. Um, I apologize for that. I tried seeing what it was, why it's not working out, but went back to the old headset because that's what it's working. I feel like I'm picking up a lot of noise around me, so we'll see how it comes out. All right, let's do the shout out to Angela Gibson there from Crafty as a Mug.dashry.com. She's got um some new design shirts for us. I'm really excited about it. We got Robotech, we got He-Man. Um, really happy about that. What else do we got? Can't remember off my head. Robotech, He-Man, Gatchaman is up there, G-Force. Yamato, Space Battleship Yamato will be up there soon. Um, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. And I got, let's see, just a whole bunch of stuff. We got the Cybertron shirt. We got the Battle Beast. We got Battle Beast realistic and cartoon version. They look great. I already ordered one of those. Um, so check it out. craftyasmug.dashry.com. You ain't gonna be disappointed. Bada boom, bada bing. If you guys didn't check out the Forge, check them out. Yesterday, they invited me onto their podcast, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun just talking with them and messing with this mixer here. Um, but it sounded pretty cool. I was really happy with it. Um, bada boom, bada bing. So let's get into the first toy here. I want to see if you guys remember. Look at this guy. Oh my god. So we're getting into the GoBot, all right? But this guy was like a shotgun. That's the best way I can describe him. He was like a shotgun, and I must have bought this guy so many times growing up as a kid, and he was a lot of fun, man. Just having a good sized gun to um, shoot your friends with, and just go around thinking you're like a cowboy, whatever. But he was cool. He was a big robot too. He was like a good. He was big. He was big, and I would always buy him at the yard sales and flea markets. They always had them for sale, and bada boom, bada bing. You know, I would always get them, and it was bugged out. GoBot's Rogun Cap rifle changes from robot to rifle and back. Oh, I remember these little caps in the bottom there. Like, yep, the caps you put in there while I was bugged out. That's really cool. Bada boom, bada bing. I wonder how many of you guys have this one. Up here says Arco GoBot. Yeah, but he was pretty cool. He was always cheap enough to buy. You know, whenever I go to the yard sales or flea markets, it was guaranteed I was going to come back with the Chef and GoBot. You know, he was always around. Let's see. I tried thinking about really hard to remember toys, you know, because a lot of times when people like, hey, let's talk about the GoBots or things that everybody seems to remember, you know, Transformers and all that stuff. I was trying to think hard enough to see what exactly were some toys that I can think of that people might not be able to remember. And that's what I was trying to do. So we got, let's see, we had the GoBot. Here we go. The official Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Tiamat, if I'm saying it right. Five-headed evil dragon. Man, I had this guy when I was a kid. I really did. I had him, and he was really cool. He was bugged out. He was a good size, and I think having all the different um different colored heads were really bugged out. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was cool. It was really really bugged out. Let's see here. Bada boom. Bada bing. Let me just check. I'm checking something out here. Just trying to check the audio real quick here if I can. It feels like it feels a bit strange. Bada boom, bada bing. Hello. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. I think I had a sound effect on. I don't know. I downloaded this app and I don't know if it's active or what, but I feel like it's doing something with the mic. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, today was a bit technical difficulties, guys. My apologies. You know, it's a whenever you have technical difficulties, it's you're a little off. You know, you don't mean to be, but you're a little off because you're trying to adjust to the delay. Um, all right, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. I think that sounds better. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. This is gonna be like a do it as we go type thing. All right. So that was the Dungeons and Dragons. Um, what about these guys? Star Wars. I'm saying it. Let me say it. Star Wars. I had these guys all the time, man, when I was young, all the time. And at the time, I didn't know that's the word. You know, I didn't really categorize them as um, GoBots, but they did have like these little guys in the cockpit. You can see they were only called one color. They weren't really called details, but they were like one color. And I remember having pretty much all of these. And if you can see that Cobra base in the lower left, I had that, and I always thought it was a GI Joe base because it was a Cobra. So I always thought it was a GI Joe base, and it wasn't. It was it was from these guys. I'm like, man, bada boom, bada bing. All these years, I'm like, bada boom, up.
There goes the voice changer there. Oh my dude, when I was young, um, these guys were a lot of fun. I had them, and I'll be playing with them all the time. And they were like 50 cents at yard sales and stuff like that. It was crazy. They were pretty cheap. Bada boom, bada bing. But those are Star Wars, and they were a lot of fun, man. They were a lot of fun. Let's see. Next, we got another Dungeons and Dragons. I chose this guy because, man, I had this guy all the time growing up. And lots of times I would think he was from the movie Beastmaster. Like I always felt like he was one of the characters from the movie Beastmaster. But I know he was from Dungeons and Dragons, but I had this guy, and brings me back memories. Be playing him with the GI Joes I had. It was pretty crazy. Bada boom. And bada boom. Then the we had these guys, the Lost World of the Warlord. Man, I don't like. I had these guys, and I really didn't know what the heck they were. I think they were toys made for from comics. But I had a whole bunch of these guys, and I would always end up playing E-Man with them because they look very similar. The Warlord, Battle Beneath the Earth, complete with accessories, fully posable. Be crazy. Uh, what about the Secret Wars? You know, again, I was born in '78, so bada boom, bada bing. Um, I had a lot of these guys. You know, you can find them in flea markets. Really, they were like $2 or $3. They were pretty cheap. But at the time, that was the superhero toys that you could have. They didn't have anything else, so that was it. That was how
that was how you can have your superheroes back then. The Secret Wars. Let's see. Black Star. This guy was. I had a lot of these guys. Oh my god, dude! And to be honest, I had a lot of fun playing with them. You know, they were bugged out. Um, I had a picture that showed a whole bunch of my. I don't think I uploaded it, but there was a bunch of them. They had this guy. There was one that looked like a bat, and there was a couple of other ones that were like guys. But man, I had these guys and played with them all the time as a kid. Man, it was crazy. Let's see here. The Saga of Chris Starr. The fun thing about this is, um, when I had this, I used to use him as Iceman because I really didn't understand what cartoon or comic he came from, but he always looked like Iceman to me, so that's how I always used him as Iceman. It's pretty much it. Yeah, the Saga of Chris Starr. We got Chuck Norris. Oh my god, dude. I guess Chuck Norris was super big back then. Um, I don't know what made him super popular. I mean, I know it's Chuck Norris, but I guess it was a cartoon, and I had that car. I had all those figures up there. Man, I definitely got hit with the Chuck Norris bug. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Uh, Animal, the animal. And I had this. This was a good commercial, man. I remember seeing the like claws coming out of the tires. I want to say this was a very popular toy. If you had this, then you were doing good. You were doing good. Yeah. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. What about this guy? Again, I'm dating myself. I'm definitely dating myself, but I want to say I had one. I can't be 100%, but I want to say I did. Um, but those are popular, man. Those sneaker style cars that a young kid would play. Like now, you would see them like fire trucks or stuff like that. But back then, they were like sneakers. It was a big deal. The Micronaut. And these were good. They were magnetic. I remember my cousin had them, and I remember when I went to see him in New York, we played with them. I think I was playing with the white one, but they were all magnetic. It was pretty cool. You can just take the limbs and stuff out. It was cool. It was just one of those cartoons that were bugged out. Big Track, damn dude, Big Track. I had many of these things, man. I had several, and till this day, I wouldn't mind having one. I wouldn't mind having one. They're pretty cool. I thought they were a lot of fun. Bada boom, Big Track. Let me know if you had that one. What about this? Damn, dude. Like I feel like every kid in America had this. Oh my god, it was crazy. Bada boom. Yeah. The water rocket, man. Endless playtime. Oh my god. Endless playtime. Super elastic bubble plastic. Low giant colored plastic balloons. Three colors at once.
and I had this. This was one of those strange toys, but whenever you saw it, you had to have it, for some reason. Bada boom, bada bing. So I kind of went through the stuff real quick, guys, because I feel like I'm having audio issues on this episode, and I wanted to at least show you the toys I was going to talk about today, but I just feel like I'm having a lot of issues, technical issues, and it just feels a little uncomfortable, when everything's not working right to keep going. So I'm just going to end it quickly today so I can go and brainstorm this stuff and see exactly what it is. Um, but hey, if you're watching it, thanks for coming in. Hit the bell so you can be notified when we go on. I'll see what I can do with the next episode. Uh, man, but I'm not sure what's going on. I had some technical issues. We started late. The audio, I'm not happy with the audio that I'm hearing through my headset. So I'll try working on that, and hopefully next Monday everything will be working out. So, all right, thanks for stopping by, guys, and stay tuned for the next episode. I appreciate your support, and hopefully I can get this fixed. All right, peace out, guys.